Universal Interactive Studios production. A game created and developed by Naughty Dog.
So, welcome back to Crash 3. Let's try to finish this one today. We stopped on level 13 last time. We got the crystal.
Let's welcome back.
Forgot to mute that.
Oh, you trying to live through your glory days.
Yeah, if you go through a level and don't get anything from it, it just throws you out unceremoniously. Level 14 is another one of those bike races. It gets harder, folks. This time it starts you at 9th. Like all racing games, if you start up at the right time, you get a speed boost. Racing along. Oh, I forgot to screen share with you.
Yeah, I'll just load the stream.
Okay.
That runs smoother.
Fair enough. Oh, down to 6. Cars in the way. Cop cars in the way. Hey, free life. I'm going to need a bunch of those in a minute. All the large cars follow the same path, so they won't hit anything for you. I don't remember if they avoid pits, so. But they'll do jumps over them. I think I missed a box. Erg. Just 3 more cars to pass. Slam. Shortcut around the cop. Turbo. The S-bends are probably the worst, because if you're going at any sort of speed, you'll get caught up in it. No, I'm gonna lose this one now. Ugh, no. Yeah, I lost this one. Gotta redo it. Throws you out. I have to reload it. These are the ones that give me the most trouble. I'm not looking forward to the third one. To win this one, you gotta do it near perfect, and you practically have to do it perfectly for the next one. Already messing up.
Jesus, for something so big and blocky, those cars accelerate like motherfucker.
Yeah. They handle better than this bike.
I just want to go, like, print out the definition of the word inertia on really big letters in really heavy ink, roll it into paper, go to the Naughty Dog offices, and beat them with that rolled up paper.
But do realize this was in 1998, so... No! No! Stupid car. 2 more to pass, though. It's good that with some of the speed boosts that you could actually just let yourself drift. Just release the acceleration and go. 2 places up since last one. I think there's rubber band AI for the enemy cars. I'm not sure though. And there's the finish line.
Just don't run yourself off-road like a moron.
Yeah.
I love how right when I said that, the stream showed you about to do it.
Well, how it works is that if you go on the rocky part, you're fine. It just slows you down. And double header. It's like all the other medieval levels, but it adds a special thing to it.
Well, you've crashed a few parties before, but I never expected you to make it this far. If you don't turn back, I will inflict 1,000 years of suffering on you and the entire universe!
Okay, you're not threatening. It adds two-headed club guys. And you can jump on them. That's the most interesting thing about this level. Probably the most dangerous thing about the level, too. The old free life in between TNT trick. Yep, most dangerous thing in the game, or in the level. And the actual timer for those don't actually start until you can hear them. So it gives you some time to try to get in close to get your prize from them. Especially in levels like these where you can actually see pretty far forward. I think you'll like this death animation. It's definitely one of the best ones, so next time I hit a checkpoint, I'll hit myself to show it off. For your entertainment. There's like a 10 or 15 second delay. I can see it on the corner there.
Yeesh.
And time for the most annoying boss, I believe. Nefarious Trophy.
Ah, you little vermin are way too stupid to understand what you're getting yourselves into. This time you've done it.
His whole thing is on time. He always makes puns like that.
Now you're on my time, you little skunk. Give me the crystals.
He sends a whole bunch of different energy attacks at you. They can get annoying later on to avoid.
He's got a magnet on his head, a giant tuning fork in his hands, a clock on his turban.
Really, the hardest part about this guy is dodging the homing balls. Followed by the platforming you have to do to make it to him. Because the spaces you have to actually get to him are reduced every time. Almost fell off. And go in for the last hit.
My time is up. But yours soon will be too.
He gives you an interesting power-up.
You insolent, insignificant morons! By defeating entropy, you have placed us all in grave risk! Crash, Coco, you must realize that this time twister machine is very delicate. Without Dr.
Yay,
Entropy's constant
more
care and
spinning!
control, who knows what it will do?
Why are little pink hearts coming out of his head?
Oh.
No, they're not little pink hearts. They look like it when it was zoomed up.
So, the spin. Now instead of just doing one spin, and the tone changes because of it, you can mash the button to make yourself do a really long spin. And you can use it to glide distances. Area 4, 16 through 20. The boss is Engine. Remember how we fought Engine before?
Uh-huh.
It's a little bit like that. I say a little bit because, well, you'll see.
Still has a rocket on his face.
Yep. Well, it's implanted. They can't remove it. More of the same spike traps.
More of the same, fuck you. You're gonna have to work your ass off to get 100% completion.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy!
This is where it actually starts doing that, where it's really hard to start getting gems. But yeah, ancient Egyptian game show hosts in this level.
With ancient Egyptian flamethrowers.
Yep.
Awesome.
And even better, the mummies are technically ancient Egyptian game show hosts as well.
Be right back.
Yep. Checkpoint. 3 more fruit. Come on. Need blue gem to go to a secret area. This drop works differently. It drops 2 immediately and then it doesn't do anything. Interesting thing is that you can actually hit the crank to make blocks fall in case you need to get stuff that are high up. Hey, look, a graphical glitch. I don't know if it was like that on the PlayStation or if it's just the emulator. I do like the spin because it allows you to do stuff like that. Get off, monkey. The monkeys disappear if they leave the screen for any amount of time, which is weird. They know when to run. Level 17, bye-bye blimps. Interesting thing. Different mode, new mode. You're now flying around in a biplane. gotta shoot down the 5 blimps. Barrel roll. You have a health bar in this one instead of just one hit and you die. Wow, this is loud. One moment. There we go. Now there's balloons hanging from our crates hanging from balloons, and some of them are marked with health. If you break the crate of those, you get a free life. Otherwise, you regenerate health. Game show hosts are really mad with us today. Now the level immediately ends once you kill all the blimps, so if you want to get the gem, you have to get that before then. But it's automatic, you don't have to go to any points in the map to grab it. That should be good. Forgot to add a sound thing. And another Coco level. I don't know why she walked off. I think this is the last jet ski level. So, just another thing. No, there's no real changes in this one. Just longer. And I ran into that for some reason. Smart. Alright, so not really too much to say about this. Besides that, some of the areas are actually really large and it's easy to hide crates. So we turn around the island. Oh, there's guys with anchors swinging around. Holy crap, there's actually a mask. What? Oh, thankfully I stopped. No, there's sharks that'll come and eat you now. They can get difficult depending on how fast you're going to avoid. So, I don't remember where the end of the level is. I think we're getting closer to it. Oh, that was stupid. We are getting closer to it, but I don't know how close. So, no. That was close. And checkpoints were exceedingly rare. It's good we hit one. There's a lot of bombs in this part. A lot of ways to die. Yep, here's the end. Wait, what? I missed a crystal? I missed the crystal. Trying to just rush through it, missed finding and picking up the crystal. I don't even know where it is. Now I know they're not going to just throw the crystal behind, yeah. So let's do this again. Oh, I think it was in the middle of one of the islands. I should have went through instead of around.
Fucking shit! Like 3 times I got interrupted as I was putting my headset back on.
Well, lucky you, I had to restart the level because I forgot to pick up the crystal.
Talk about bad timing.
Yeah. Okay, the crystal isn't there. Nope. Oh, that's close.
Yeah, you almost had an anchor shoved up your butt.
Huh?
Almost had an anchor shoved up your butt.
Yeah, more or less.
Right up the tailpipe. Also, your next project is going to be Diddy Kong Racing, and you're going to 100% complete it, and it's going to be awesome.
Screw that. I couldn't 100% complete it when I had it on the frickin' N64. Sure, I got to the 4th area. That was about as far as I could get.
Dude, just play Tip Top religiously, and you'll do
I
fine.
did.
Except for hovercraft levels. If it's a hovercraft level, you gotta switch to Crunch.
I love the hovercraft levels.
Crunch makes hovercraft levels his bitch!
How did I miss this? Oh, I went the other side of the small island and missed the crystal. Oh, I feel so stupid. Checkpoint, please.
And you can't turn around?
You can. I just didn't even see it the first time through because I was trying to avoid that bomb. No, 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 shark. Go away. Ow. Doesn't even kill her, it just leaves her stranded in the water. And she can clearly float. But then a shark comes and eats her, so.
Wait, those little white things are sharks? They look like dolphins!
Yeah, I thought so too until one ate me. Feel so stupid. You missed the biplane level. And Future Frenzy. Yay. No more going in the past for now. We're going to the future.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot, we meet again. Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex want me to teach you a lesson. Well, I've made a few modifications to my mechanics since our last encounter. So back off or be deleted.
I love the voice work for Engine. He's the best character in the series, hands down.
He's kinda downsy.
Well, what do you expect? He has a missile lodged in his brain. And it affects his temper. Obviously, these laser beams kill you. Well, that's obvious. We're playing a crash game. Everything kills you.
Except for fruit.
Except for fruit.
If the makers of I Want to Be the Guy made Crash Bandicoot.
Oh god, it'd be the hardest game ever. I now want to see a Crash Bandicoot level in I Want to Be the Guy. That would be the hardest level in the game. Delicious fruit everywhere. Now from forward running to side scrolling.
I want to be the guy in 3D.
Obviously, if it glows red, it's dangerous. Unless it's nitro, then if it's green, it's dangerous. Also, the beams those things shoot are dangerous. Also, an interesting thing. There's a thing that makes you automatically do a full power death spin. Oh, come on, I slid. Gotta do this whole bit again. What's more, those things that you'll run into if you would jump aren't particularly dangerous now that you have a double jump, because you can still go over them. Tube.
If I
Oh, the spikes weren't even out yet.
If I Want to Be the Guy's creator had made Crash Bandicoot, that fan thing that you used to jump up would kill you.
Yeah.
Epic blender death animation.
No, it'd send you into nitro.
No. It would just chop you into bits. Why the hell are you jumping on a fan? Dumbass.
You jumped into a sword, you retard.
Exactly.
I might do a stream. It won't be anything like I am going to go and beat the game, because I haven't beaten the game on my own yet, so I haven't played in forever.
You'll like get to the ghouls and ghosts part and then just like stand there and let the music play.
No, I got past that. The only one of the originals of the first 6 bosses I hadn't beaten was Wily. That's because I didn't get to him, I don't think. Or I might have gotten to him. I don't remember. Yeah, Mother Brain was annoying.
What about Darkula?
Oh, Dracula?
Yes.
Oh god. He cheats. Even the creator says he cheats.
I like how he kills you with a wine glass.
Yeah, I got caught by that the first time. You always get caught by it the first time. Now, here's an interesting twist. It's another tomb level, but it's different. It now, well, I'll show you in a moment. It rises and lowers water levels on a regular timer.
So it's a water level.
Yes. It's a not so water level. And I drowned.
Like a boss.
The worst is when you mistime it and you drown as the water's coming down. Oh, come on, I'm jumping. I'm not good with this one. I'm too impatient.
Kill the bug! Or just walk past the bug.
And then the sarcophagus that had the mummies in it earlier are now half sarcophagus, or sarcophagi with spikes on the sides. As you saw earlier, it deflates Crash because he's filled with hot air.
This is why they send in Crash's sister for this. Bitch can float. Wait, if Crash is full of hot air, why doesn't he float?
I don't know. It's shown that he knows how to swim. I mean, we've already done it 2 or 3 times in the game. This is another hard level to get all the boxes in. And then there's those stupid shield guys that bounce off you, like how they did in our first game. It's the worst. I spun you. Yeah, the problem is most of the hazards here are instant death, so it doesn't matter how many shields you pick up.
Okay, Crash, you just floated. That was not a death. That was just stupid. What, is that the magical pit of fuck it, I don't feel like going anywhere anymore?
More or less.
Fucking lazy asshole. This is why Crash isn't a modern fixture anymore. Nobody likes him because he's a lazy asshole. I mean, you can say a lot of things about Mario, but you can't call him lazy. Mario decides to get shit done. He gets shit done. Crash, he falls on a certain bit of water, and he's like, nah, I'm just gonna chill out.
The best use of these shield guys is to is to use them as bounce platforms in the water, except for when you jump over them onto the nitro.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, smooth, right? I cannot wait for the power up I get from this boss. It is the best power up.
Does it let you eat nitro?
No. Well, yes and no. You'll see what I mean in a minute, once I get it. Well, yeah, I lied earlier. What you get from the final boss is the second best power up. The best power up you get from the fourth.
Why does the last boss give you a power up? You just beat the game.
Because you get to go back and you have to collect all the gems still.
Oh, right.
Which I don't think I've ever done with this one. Oh, I hate you, stupid sliding thing. And it throws me all the way back here. Thanks, game. Thank you so much. I wanted that for my Christmas present.
Thanks, Obama. I just saw the sliding thing screwing you over. I honestly thought you were gonna fall in the pit.
Nope.
No, that'd be too classy.
And again. Slide's supposed to kill things. Thank you again. I don't even care about the fruit at this point. But I'm not at my miraculous 70 lives I had in the first game. 'Tis a shame. Oh, and go figure, both deaths were literally at the end of the level.
Angry Snort!
Angry Snort.
Angry Snort is going to be the name of my next Don Fan Pokemans.
And time for engine. This is a Cocoa Boss.
So,
Do you blind him with science?
Yes.
List is over. We'll see who's obsolete.
I'm not going to say anything until you are able to see this. Because I don't want to spoil it.
Stop stealing my crystals!
You fight him in a space fighter against his giant mecha.
This is like one kawaii sugoi away from being the most Japanese shit.
Oh, that was stupid of me. Oh, I got rid of one of his rocket launchers. Got rid of the machine gun. And another machine gun down.
Do you
once
have a health bar?
Yes.
Oh my god,
That's-
this is the best boss fight in the game!
This is how all these shooters work. You have a health bar, a percent health bar. But it's not over. After you take out that, he goes into an even bigger spaceship. With even more points to blow up. And this is hands down the best boss fight in the game.
If only this were in the days of the analog controller, where you could aim in a direction other than the one you were moving in.
No, this came out when after the DualShock came out, so it had the joysticks.
You just didn't use them.
I just prefer to use the D-pad.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. I mean using two directional inputs to change firing and moving.
Oh. Yeah, that's what you mean. It's 3 pieces down, 4 to go.
At the very least, a lock-on button.
No, that'd make this way too easy.
Okay, yeah, you have a point.
You get rid of all the things that have to be open to destroy them first. And he blows up. And the best boss gives the best power up in the game. The fruit bazooka.
That's almost sounds as awesome as being able to, you know, call an airstrike.
It's funny how history repeats itself. Yet again, Engine has failed to
Also,
defeat you.
band name!
For this we must destroy you!
Fruit bazooka.
My aching head.
That
not feeling myself
that
these
sounds
days.
suspiciously like
Trouble
something
the
ripped off of
engine
Donkey Kong
Gather
Country.
another 5 crystals, and again you will have foiled my plan. Or will you?
Cortex and Uka Uka whining, oh, you got 20 crystals and beat engine, yet again. So the fruit bazooka is interesting is that it doesn't actually use your fruit.
So you have unlimited ammo.
Yes.
So there's no reason not to use it on absolutely everything.
I need to check something real quick. It's another space level for level 21.
Can you do a fruit bazooka jump?
No.
Aw, lame.
There we go. You aim, press circle to fire, and it immediately destroys anything it hits. From this point on, I do not believe there are any nitro buttons because you had to blow them up with your bazooka instead. So this level introduces a new enemy. This guy that fires large missiles at you and turns around and shakes its butt, which you have to spin. Fight him a couple of times right now. Moving platforms.
Or just, you know, blow it up.
You have to actually wait until it turns to fire at you. So it's not exactly the easiest thing to aim quickly. So it's better to just run up to them and spin them.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
And while you can't auto-fire this, you can rapid fire it. There's like a half-second delay between shots. It is the best power-up in the game.
Crash Bandicoot wants to be the guy.
Yes. It works. Aiming it's really weird in these side-scroller segments. Because you can still go forward and back even though it doesn't matter. So you can miss your shot just because you aimed too far off the map.
Yeah, you found the crystal. Short level.
No, this level's pretty long. We're about halfway through it. And the controls for the bazooka are inverted. Up is down, down is up. Important to say that.
Okay, well now it's the worst power-up in the game. So fuck that noise.
Once you remember that, it's not that hard to use. Plus, if it doesn't matter if you're aiming at things on your own level. Also, if you shoot at those porcupine things, they'll retract and then flip over, so you don't have to worry about them anymore. I like the music of these levels. Okay, last third of the level. They're really trying to trap us up now. Lasers. And of course I jump on it. Yay, I love being deflated. Oh wow, that just sent me back pretty far. And the only bad thing about the bazooka is that you have to stand still while firing it. Or while aiming it, technically. That's the only downfall of it.
That and its aiming controls are stupid and bad.
Well, it's normal aiming controls for most games where it's not mouse pointer. Yes, flip over. I'm not jumping on your spikes again. Your spines. And I'm out. see, what levels do we have left? Orange Asphalt, the last car level. Flaming Passion. Mad Bombers. And Bug Light. Bug Light's a fun one, we'll leave it last. Let's get
I didn't choose the bug light. The bug light chose me.
Let's get this car one out of the way. This is gonna suck. Start in 9th place again, but start really far back. Because they like to make it even harder for you. But now the cop cars go back and forth. Yes, it can make getting all the crates in this level really hard. Oh, and if you want to know another way how those cars cheat, they can go into the trenches without losing speed.
Well, clearly they have four-wheel drive.
Jump the pit. Forward the cop car.
Originally, he wanted to give you a ticket for speeding, but then he realized that you're a fucking marsupial.
So instead he's gonna ram you off the road.
Yes, because fucking endangered species. That act is bullshit.
So the worst thing that's ever happened to me with this one is that I did a jump and one of the cars landed on me and threw me off into the snow. Which caused me to drop 3 places and lose the race. Oh, that was close. Now I don't know if I'll be able to beat this one. I know I'm not going to catch up to first. If he didn't ram me off the road, I would have made it. Damn. Gotta restart it. So let's try to do this again. Get the speed boost. Avoid the cop. The worst thing about the cop is that they'll hang over the edge of the road where it's really easy to avoid other stuff, so it's more of timing which way they're driving to avoid them now. That's actually a perfectly angled speed boost right there because it allows you to ride on the edge of the road.
One sec.
Third place again. Got a long distance to recover. Reduce the gas so I can make the turn. I even see the pit. Thanks, game. Back to 4th. I'm not going to get it this time either.
Had to tell a buddy not to call me for a little while. Things I do for this stream.
And I lose this one.
Yeah, gravity's a bitch.
Yeah. This time I'm not even close to the first place car. And the level, so I can't use the warp room to speed it up. Take 3. This can't be as bad as when I did the Moldorm fight.
The Bulldorm fight was fucking funny.
Well, when I redo that, I am going to try a trick that I remember doing when I originally was fighting it, and hope that I do better than take 17, take 18, take 19.
I like the part where you started breaking out the incredibly repetitive profanity. That was my favorite. Just watching it break you.
I haven't mentioned that I hate that fight because I hate that fight. And I missed the best speed boost in this level. It's gonna suck. No court, no court, no. Oh, good. I don't think this speed boost worth it. Oh, it's worth enough. Oh, the worst is when you jump onto another car and it sends you flying off to the side. Good, I missed the pit. Dodge this one so I can hit the speed boost. I think I can win if I can get second. Yep. If I can hold second place up to the last turbos. I think I have this. Yep.
A little marsupial that could.
First place! Get on my level! 14 out of 20 boxes. Finally! I'm gonna save point right here so I don't have to do that again. Another one of the Nighttime Arabian Nights levels. Your favorite. The problem with the bazooka is if you take it slow, there is almost no danger in the levels anymore. I mean, these guys you couldn't kill before that threw out these fires, you can get rid of them now.
Wait, that's a problem?
Well, yeah, it kills any sort of... Well, it kills your speed run if you do it that way, but... It really means that there's very little danger in the last couple levels if you take it careful. Slow and steady.
Fruit Zuka.
See why it's the best power up in the game now? Crystal. Early crystal, whoa. Eee, carpet. Jump. Checkpoint. I mean, it's gotten silly. I now have a double jump. I have an extendo spin attack. I have a ranged weaponry now.
Not gonna lie, extendo spin sounds really dirty. I mean, really dirty.
Well, the expendo spin is more... Crap. It's more like if you gave Mario Ryu's spin kick from Street Fighter.
Yeah, but the thing sounds like, you know, a product you'd market with Ron Jeremy as your spokesperson.
Heh.
The extendo spin.
Oh, I missed. You know what? I'm not even gonna go bother spinning those boxes. Oh, I'm too far away. There is a range for the bazooka
Because it
after
goes
all.
bad? That's stupid.
No, it explodes after a set distance.
Exactly, it goes bad.
Boing. So the thing about the bazooka, one shots guys that usually take 2 shots to kill out at the end.
Can you use it to make a joke of bosses?
I don't know.
Go back and revisit some old bosses. And
I'm
see if
pretty
you-
sure most of the bosses are immune from damage until their weakness is exposed. So, it still does. I think it only does 1 damage. I don't know.
We'll have to chat.
I have to check. So, because you missed the earlier one, now we get to do Crash's biplane level. Instead of shooting down blimps, we're fighting ships that need to shoot 2 things. The engines.
And we're trusting Crash Bandicoot, perhaps one of the lowest IQ video game characters in the world, with a plane.
Yeah, I could see his sister, but not him. And yet... Oh, by the way, all these levels have... Look at that grin! All these levels have a health bar. And I can barrel roll to dodge stuff. It's pretty good. Gotta take out the engines of these things. There's 5 of them instead of the 7 balloons. But because there's 2 engines, it's a total of 10 targets. And Crash's ship can't take a hit worth anything. Already down to 72%. And as you take damage, you can hear your engine struggling and puttering. We'll pick up this health. Yeah, instead of Coco's thing, where she only took 1 damage a shot, Crash takes 2. So here's the 4th biplane. I don't know what shooting these planes do to give you a crystal, honestly. I can understand the biplanes because those are Cortex's biplanes, but I don't know about these.
Clearly, they are supply planes. One of them has to be having the crystal.
And there's the crystal. I love these levels. You know one boss that it won't make easier though?
What?
The bazooka? It won't make engine easier.
Well, yeah, that's because Coco's too much of a pansy to use a bazooka.
She's using energy beams. She doesn't need to fire fruit. This isn't Crash 2. I think this is another lights out level like in the last game. Oh, and there's crocodiles that jump out of the holes now. So you don't even have to fall in the dive hole now. Yeah, this is another darkness level.
Darkness.
Okay, Nocturne. It's power. And because this is the last level, this has another one of those 5 crystal challenges. If you get all the colored crystals, you come here for a special difficulty challenge. I don't remember how this one went, honestly. Now, here's a fun one. It gives you 3 masks. This is the only point in the game where you are guaranteed to have invulnerability. Why? So you can run through a massive gauntlet of nitro and energy, or enemies.
And then presumably smack into a pit.
Like that.
Yes.
Right before the checkpoint, too. That's the worst. I got a little extension because of all my jumps that dash. Let's make this jump this time. There we go.
Breaking boxes with my face. Breaking snakes with my face. Breaking mummies with my face.
On, open, open, open. Oh, this is an extra long firefly. And we're almost done with the game. Just the boss left. See, I told you we'd make it in time.
And then the final boss ends up whooping your ass for half an hour.
Yeah, this he can get annoying at times.
Holy crap, I called it.
What?
Potentially called it.
This is the part where I'm supposed to be angry. Incensed beyond belief. Once again, you have outsmarted and outspun my best henchman. I should be rather upset, shouldn't I? And in fact, we're furious! But it seems to have overlooked one small detail, you little orange delivery boy. Now that
Is
you
he
have
weeping
no
like a
wisdom,
baby?
He's laughing and weeping.
take them from you.
Okay, well.
And his whole thing is that we should be pissed off, but we're not because you're here, and now we're just going to take them from you.
Crash Bandicoot for the last time.
Well, good job, lip sync.
So this is difficult just because you can never get masks in this fight. If you have any masks, you lose them because your mask is fighting his mask. And both of them seem to be trying to get you killed because they always try to get in your path. They have a new attack each round. This one is they shoot laser beams that meet in the middle. Cortex shoots you and drops mines. What you gotta do is you gotta hit Cortex once his shield comes down and boot him to the center of the room. 3 times. Uka Uka saves him first 2. I don't know if he saves him the 3rd. Second one's not too bad to dodge. You just need to make sure you don't get in their path. Because they don't specifically aim for you. And you can't get hurt or oh wait, no, he can get up. As long as you keep spinning him, you can just beat up on him as much as you want. But if you take too long to hit him after a hit, he'll get up and jump back up. Now here's the annoying part of the fight. They both jump on you and then try to explode. And then Cortex shoots you. One, 2, 3. I think the mines are randomly placed. Oh, the mine blew him backwards. And that's the boss. He gives you the speed shoes.
Which you're never going to use because you're not doing 100% completion.
I will do one level to show them off.
Defeated again? This is not fair. Maybe I should retire to a nice big beach with a nice big drink and a woman with nice big bags of ice for my head. It's not over, Bandicoot. There are still the gems.
It's the pelvic thrusts. They really bother me.
Yep, that's the ending. Oh, I'm in pain. You stupid Bandicoot, there's still the gems, and they're gone. I do recommend looking up the 100% ending for this one, because it is pretty funny. But I'm not going to bother with it. Look at all these wonderful people who made this game. Credits. Well, that was Crash Bandicoot 3, but I said I was going to show off the sprint shoes, so I'll do one level on time trial to show it off. Now, with the sprint shoes, that allows you to get platinum relics, which are even better than gold relics, and it doesn't show you what the time for a platinum is outside of the credits, which really was a stupid idea. There's nothing special. It doesn't count for 3 relics for going into bonus levels. It's just a thing to go, hey, look. What really is what those shoes are for is to essentially make sure you can get the relics in most of the levels. And it even works with when you're on the tiger.
Now that's just dumb.
And the best thing is, you can, when you're using it, you run through the barrels without taking damage. So he gets thrown out. So yeah, this is his normal running animation. Look at him go.
Yeah, there's a massive delay. I'm still looking at credits.
I know. Look at him go. So we'll go do the first level. We're off by 0.2 seconds for the gold last time. We're going to get it this time by a pretty decent margin. And this is even faster than slide jumping, so don't even bother.
Do you even remember where the first level is?
No. He says as he's playing through it.
I was looking at you wandering around, because, you know, delay.
Well, yeah, I was showing off his newfound speed. Pretty much to get platinum, you have to hit all the timer boxes and not get hit. Whee! Yeah, we're getting the gold by a large margin. By a little more than 10 seconds. So that was Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will try to figure out some other game to play after this.
And I'll try to bully him into doing something that'll be fun to watch.
What, you saying this wasn't fun to watch?
There's room for improvement.
Fair enough. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good